Here I'm back on there with Naruto theory. So if you hear anything in the background, moving, shoving, or well, not shoving, but like just moving in general. Sorry if you hear that. Uh, I'm doing another What If Naruto Had a Mixed Dojutsu. As last time, we already got a bit of information down and what was going on. So let's get into it. So last when we started off, we had I'm gonna read the script this time. I'm actually gonna read the script, and yeah, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, I'm gonna actually read the script, okay, and try not to mess up. Last time we had Naruto summon his blood dragon while Hinata was guarding Tazuna. Hinata would tell the rest of Team 7 that she can sense a faint chakra presence watching us. Then Haku would appear, throwing Senbon at Tazuna, trying to assassinate him. Well, trying to kill him at least. But Hinata would block it. Hinata would get ready for battle as Haku would still try throwing Senbon at Tazuna. Wait, shoot, dang it. I don't know Haku. Yeah, Haku tried for Senbon. Haku tried to throw Senbon at Tazuna. Hinata would block it. Naruto would see Hinata fighting, so he would come help because Zabuza, he's basically already defeated because it's a 3v1 of people using a Dojutsu on him. So, pretty overpowered. He's overpowered by power, but technically not really in skill and combat based. He may be more an experienced fighter, but the power that the power that those three people they have are overpowered. I think you put in the script. I'm just saying that. So then, Naruto would try to cut Haku across the face, but Haku would dodge it because she would already know to what's the secret to Naruto's Dojutsu. She's been watching since the beginning of the fight. So then, Naruto and Hinata would have been fighting Haku until Haku would decide to pull out some ice mirrors. Hinata would try to use the rotation. See, when training with Naruto, she's technically kind of be able to get the hang of the rotation. Naruto hasn't really teached her that. Naruto's been helping her try to understand it, even though Naruto would have a harder time because he doesn't actually alright. So right now, Hinata and Naruto are trying to block these needles from coming in at them. Hinata doing a palm rotation while Naruto just sitting inside, kneeling on his feet. They're basically at a disadvantage by skill and sheer willpower. Well, because they're in a tight space right now, so they won't really get out. So then, once Hinata thinks all the needles are done flying at them, needles start flying at Naruto's hands and eyes and his overall face. Naruto would block the shot as a bunch of needles get onto her. Naruto would be enraged, even though he has at least a decent a decent bond with his tail beast Kurama. Naruto would still go berserk, having somewhat of a control. Spouting out the words out in his mouth, "I'm going to kill you." Naruto would be enraged, unlocking his one Tomoe Sharingan, finally, making his dojutsu just mixed because he's half of both clans. So he wouldn't be able to switch his dojutsu like that. But well, I guess you can say he can do that, like how Madara did with his Rinnegan and Sharingan. Mangekyo, I mean. But yeah, still. I think he wouldn't be able to do it. Naruto would be enraged, slashing at Haku. blood will come out, enough blood to at least make a blood dragon, but he wouldn't use it in this case, because he wouldn't think that would be a good idea right now. So then, Naruto would mind control Haku. The Ketsugan is able to, like I said in the last video if you watched it, Ketsugan has certain abilities. It can explode people, it can mind control you, and get information out of you. Pretty much, yeah. It can do that. So then, Naruto would mind control Haku, turning it into a bomb. But a bomb where it's not everything flying bomb explosion, but I just died from an explosion, but everything is still intact explosion. Just for your imagination's sake. So then, Naruto would be mind controlling Haku while he's controlling the rage of the Biju cloak, the first stage Biju cloak, coming out of it slowly, while Hinata is kind of seeing what's happening, but still pretty like, yeah. Haku would send her body running at Zabuza, hitting Kakashi back and Sasuke, and then hugging Zabuza, exploding. Haku would be laying down on the floor while Zabuza is pretty much defeated. His hands, he can't do anything, no jutsu, yeah. So then, Naruto would kind of be pretty sad. He'll be sad for what just happened. He'll still spit that powerful speech of the cannon, give Zabuza a kunai, and start running at Gato's men, killing a bunch of them to get to Gato himself, killing him. So then, they would go out to Leaf Village talking about the exams. Naruto, he would tell his mom and dad, he would tell Kushina and Minato about what just happened today, and that he has a mixed dojutsu. Minato, when he first found out that Naruto had the Ketsugan, he was thinking that he would just have the Ketsugan, but didn't know that he would also get the Sharingan. And when he saw that it was mixed, he was pretty confused. So then, Naruto would, on a regular basis, sometimes train with Kushina and Minato on some days to train each ability train to get the next stage of the Sharingan, the second Tomoe, and learning new things about the Ketsugan in its past. But the Ketsugan, he would pretty much learn it, and he would learn it a bit fast. And yeah. So then, yeah. Minato would sign Naruto up for the exams. Kakashi would ask Naruto about the exams. Yeah. Things go like a canon, but remember, this is a what if Hinata within Team 7. So yeah, you guys should know what I mean by things go like the canon. Sorry for that interruption. I had to mute the mic. Well, it was a quick interaction. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Well, I'm not reading the script, but I know what I'm saying. So far, I'm not messing up right now, but you guys can probably hear a bunch of background noise in the background. So then, the Force of Death. Well, no, the exams would still go as normal, but Naruto's much smarter than What If. So yeah. What else? Force of Death. Like I said, like in the anime, Force of Death, you can pretty much die in the Force of Death. So yeah. All right. So, Oh yeah. All right. Let's look at the script. So then, in this What If? So then, everything still go like the canon, but this time Naruto wouldn't get captured, but he would turn the snake Naruto get captured into a bomb, exploding it. because this time he wouldn't have to use the bathroom. Orochimaru would see this, being surprised that Naruto would have his weird Dojutsu, be able to explode things, but also look like a Sharingan. Orochimaru would be very interested in this. So then, Orochimaru will try to capture Sasuke, but still biting him on his neck. Yeah, still biting him on his neck. So yeah, Naruto would get Orochimaru to go away with Hinata's help, and Sasuke, even though he's kind of weak, until he starts falling, so Hinata would have to stop fighting and help Sasuke. What else? Oh yeah, Sasuke would pass out due to the curse mark bitten on his neck. And they would have been hanging out in that tree trunk, whatever you want to call it. When the Sound Ninja jumped them, Naruto's awake, so he's actually able to help this time. But that one dude's sound gear would really mess with the fight. When Sasuke would awaken, breaking the arms of one of the Sound Ninjas. Yeah. Break the arms of one of the Sound Ninjas. What else? Oh yeah. Other Leaf Shinobi would come and help them, even though it wouldn't really be necessary. So then they would get the Earth. No, yeah. They got the Earth Scroll because they got the Heavenly Scroll taken away with them from Orochimaru. So then, make their alliance. Kabuto, get another Heavenly Scroll for their team. Yada yada. Things like in canon. Kabuto would drop out the exams. The preliminaries would happen because there's too many people. The matches would still go like normal, but Hinata, yeah, she would still lose even with training with Naruto. Neji would be surprised by this, that Hinata would have a bit more skill, even though Neji thought this being a breeze. And yeah, we move on. Minato would introduce Naruto to Jiraiya. Jiraiya and Naruto would exchange yada yada, they have a bond, yeah. Naruto would work a bit more on his chakra control and his bond with the Kyuubi, Kurama, as their bond is pretty decent, but not to the point where he can use a one-tailed cloak state. So then, what else? Oh yeah, now we move on to the final part of the exams. Naruto versus Neji. Like in the canon, Neji would go around talking about fate and all that. You shouldn't be hanging around with the lower branch of the Hyuga clan. Naruto would deny those claims, spin some words that wouldn't really phase Neji in a way, because like you already know how he is. So then Naruto's fight with Neji would go. Yeah, but things would be a bit more faster because 1, Naruto's much stronger in this what if. 2, Naruto would have more knowledge about the Hyuga clan from